Hello friends, welcome back to VOWIAS. Welcome to the discussion on daily MCQ. Today is 11th of September 2021 and now we are going to discuss 5 current affair based MCQs. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. But first let us discuss the question that was asked yesterday, and yesterday's question was, in the context of Indian history, the principle of diarchy refers to A. Division of central legislature into two houses, B. Introduction of double government, that is central and state governments, C. Having two sets of rulers, one in London and another in Delhi, and D. Division of subjects delegated to the provinces into two categories. And yesterday it was Vinay Tiwari who gave the correct answer. The correct answer for this question is D. Division of subjects delegated to the provinces into two categories. So this diarchy basically was introduced in the 1919 Montagu-Chelmsford reforms. The Montagu-Chelmsford reforms was passed in 1919, where Chelmsford was the viceroy, and during that time this diarchy was introduced. And in this diarchy, the subjects which are delegated to the provinces are divided into two categories. They are the transferred category and the reserved category. The reserved category subjects are those subjects which are very important, like public order, police, etc. And they are reserved with the governor. They are reserved with the governor of the province. And you have other set of subjects, they are the transferred subjects. These transferred subjects include education, the municipality and other things. So these subjects are transferred to the Indian ministers, okay, and they are called as transferred subjects. So this division of subjects into the transfer subject and the reserved subjects are the part of the diarchy. So if you see this 1919 Act, it has various other things. It has other things like the division of, or you can say the introduction of the bicameralism for the first time, and also introduction of the direct election, though the adult franchisee was not given to all the people, but this was introduced for the first time, okay. And you have separate provinces, or you can say separate provincial and the central budget. The budget for the provinces and the center were differentiated. And you have the electorate, that is communal electorate, was expanded, in fact, because in the 1909 reforms, the Parliamentary reforms, the Muslims were given separate electorate. But in this 1919 Montagu-Chelmsford reforms, the communal electorate was expanded and separate electorate was given to Sikhs, Christians, Europeans, etc. Okay, and also a public service commission was proposed, and the public service commission was established in 1926. Okay, and also according to this Montagu-Chelmsford reforms, after 10 years of the application of this 1919 Act, a committee will be formed in order to determine whether the diarchy was functioning well or not, and that committee is the Simon Committee, okay, which was established in 1928, right? So these are the important things that we need to remember from the examination point of view. Now let's move on, guys. As you know, daily we upload 5 current affair based MCQs along with their solutions in the PDF format. You can download this at free of cost from our Telegram channel. This will be very helpful for your prelims examination. This will also be helpful for your revision as well. So do make the best use of this initiative. The Telegram channel details are there in the description. Now let's look at the first question. The first question is, consider the following statements about the National Institutional Ranking Framework, the NIRF. First one, it is the first ever effort by the Government of India to rank only Indian higher educational institutions in the country. Second one, participation in NIRF was made compulsory for all government run educational institutions in 2018. We have to choose the correct answer, and the correct answer is C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the Ministry of Education released the Indian Rankings 2021 instituted by the National Institutional Ranking Framework, which is the 6th edition currently. The NIRF was approved by the Ministry of Education in September 2015. Erstwhile, earlier, the Ministry of Education was known as the Ministry of Human Resource Development, and this has approved it. Okay, and it is the first ever effort by the government to rank higher educational institutions in the country, and participation in NIRF was made compulsory for all government educational institutions in 2018, and the government educational institutions are assessed on 5 parameters. They are teaching, learning and resources, research and professional practice, the graduation outcomes, the outreach and inclusivity, peer perception. IIT Madras, IIT Bangalore and IIT Bombay are the top 3 institutions, top 3 higher educational institutions. Okay, and in terms of university, it is IISc Bangalore which tops the category. Now let's look at the second question. The Qeqertaq Avannarleq, sometimes seen in the media, is A, digital cryptocurrency, B, new northernmost piece of land on the earth, C, new algae species from Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and D, new species of rice frog. The Qeqertaq Avannarleq is a B. New northernmost piece of land on the earth. So the new island, which is considered to be the northernmost island of the earth, is located off the Greenland's coast. It measures 16 to 30 meters, and with a peak of 3 meters above sea level, it has now become the new northernmost piece of land on earth. Before this, Udak was marked as the earth's northernmost terrain, and this is made up of seabed mud and moraine, that is soil, rock and other materials left behind by the moving glaciers, and has no vegetation. The researchers have suggested that the discovery be named Qeqertaq Avannarleq, which is the Greenlandic for the northernmost island. The discovery comes as a battle is looming over the Arctic nations, that is US, Russia, Canada, Denmark and Norway, for the control of the North Pole and the surrounding seabed and fishing rights, and also the shipping routes, because the melting of ice in the northern pole has made routes for the shipping and other things. So the countries are actually fighting for all the resources, the marine resources which exist in the Arctic. And the global warming is going to have a severe impact in the surrounding countries like Greenland, US and other countries which are surrounding Arctic as well. Okay, but this new island which was found, it cannot be said that this is direct consequence of this climate change. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Consider the following statements. The Panj Piare is a concept and tradition founded by the 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh. Second one, he wrote the Zafarnama, which was a letter to the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. So here we have to choose the correct answer. The correct answer is C, both 1 and 2. Recently, former Uttarakhand Chief Minister Harish Rawat apologized for comparing the Punjab Congress Chief Navjot Singh Sidhu and his 4 advisors to the Panj Piare. The Panj Piare is the concept and the tradition founded by the 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh, and this was established, or you can say he established the institution while founding the Khalsa on the day of Baisakhi in 1699. And addressing a large gathering, he asked for 5 heads for the sacrifice. 5 men responded to his call, and the Guru baptized them and called them Panj Piare. Since then, every group of 5 baptized Sikhs is called Panj Piare and accorded the respect enjoyed by these first 5 Sikhs. They were from different castes and states in India, while Bhai Dhyan Ram hailed from Lahore, Bhai Dharam Rai was from Hastinapur, which is in UP. The Bhai Himmat Rai came from Jagannath in Odisha. Bhai Mohakram Rai from Gujarat, and Bhai Sahib Chand was from Bidar, Karnataka. In return, Guru Gobind Singh made them drink Amrit, a sweet water prepared by reciting Gurbani from one utensil and suffixed Singh with their names, and renamed them to Bhai Daya Singh, Bhai Dharam Singh, Bhai Himmat Singh, Bhai Mohakram Singh and Bhai Sahib Singh. And he also founded the principle of Khalsa, that is 5 Ks, and these 5 Ks are Kesh, uncut hair, Kang, wooden comb, Kara, iron or steel bracelet, Kirpan, which is dagger, and Kachera, the shorts basically, okay, the short breeches. And these were the 5 articles of faith that a Khalsa must always adorn. And his literary contributions include Jap Sahib, Benti Chupai, Amrit Savai, etc. He also wrote the Zafarnama, which was a letter to the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Okay, so this is all the information about Panj Piare which we need to know. Now let's move on to the next question, the 4th question. So it's a previous year CSE question of 2012. With respect to the history of ancient India, which of the following were very common to both Buddhism and Jainism? Buddhism and Jainism are very important from the examination point of view, so do keep a close eye on Buddhism and Jainism. First one, avoidance of extremities of penance and enjoyment. Second one, indifference to the authority of Vedas. Third one, denial of efficacy of rituals. Here we have to choose the correct option, A1 only, B2 and 3, C1 and 3 and D1, 2 and 3. So the first one, avoidance of extremities of penance and enjoyment, this basically belongs to Buddhism. The Buddhists follow the middle path. The middle path is very famous in Buddhism. So the first one is wrong. But the other two, if you see, indifference to the authority of Vedas and denial of efficacy of rituals, both of these are common to Buddhism and Jainism. So the correct answer is B, 2 and 3. So the first one, if you just remove the first one, the option A, option C and option D, all these 3 will get eliminated and only option B will be left. So even in this way also you can identify the correct option sometimes in the exam by the art of elimination. Okay. So Buddhism advocated a middle path, that is avoidance of extremities of penance and enjoyment. On the other hand, Jainism advocated to extreme penance and asceticism. Buddhism and Jainism rejected the notion of grand rituals along with the authority of Vedas and priestly class. Buddhism and Jainism believed in the concept of reincarnation, which is rebirth of the soul in a new body after the death of previous body. Okay, so these are the important things from Buddhism and Jainism which we need to remember. Now let's look at the fifth question. Which of the following characteristics characterizes the people of Indus Civilization? First one, they possessed great palaces and temples. Second one, they worshipped both female and male deities. Third one, they employed horse-drawn chariots in warfare. We have to choose the correct statements. A 1 and 2, B 2 only, C 1, 2 and 3, and D none. The correct answer is B 2 only. The Indus Valley civilization did not possess great palaces or temples. So the first statement is wrong. And also the third statement, if you see, they employed horse-drawn chariot in warfare. This is also wrong. But they worshipped both male and female deities. So second statement is the only right statement. So no building has been discovered at any Harappan site that can be positively identified as temple. But the Great Bath, which is at Mohenjo-daro, may have been used for the ritual purposes. We are not yet sure of it. The figurines resemble female deity that has been found. So that suggests that they actually worshipped both male as well as female gods. And the seal with a male figure, which is sitting in the logical posture with a trident head-like headgear surrounded by animals, has been found. And it has a lot of similarities with Lord Shiva. From this, it figured that the Harappans might be worshipping Lord Shiva. And also a seated figure of male god carved on small stone seal has been found, and this scene immediately brings to the mind the tradition of the Pasupati Mahadeva. In addition to this, we come across numerous symbols of phallus and female sex organs made of stone, which may have been objects of worship. On the basis of Indus seals, it can be said that large number of animals including goats, buffaloes, oxen, elephant, dogs and camels were domesticated. Okay, so this is all the information that we need to know. Now let's look at the question of the day. And the question of the day is, the Rowlatt Act aimed at A. Compulsory economic support to war efforts. B. Imprisonment without trial and summary procedure for the trial. C. Suppression of Khilafat movement. D. Imposition of restriction on the freedom of press. So we have to choose the correct option. Do give your answer in the comment box, and tomorrow we will discuss this question. And guys, as you know, we have launched the summaries of Vision Prelims Test Series, Vision Mains Test Series, Vision PT 365 and Vision Monthly Magazine. You can check the quality of these summaries from our Telegram channel. If you have any queries, you can ask in the comments, or you can get back to us in the Telegram channel as well. So do make the best use of this initiative, because Prelims is just around the corner and it is very important for you to revise things very fastly. So that's it guys from my side. I'll see you again tomorrow with 5 more MCQs. Till then, keep studying and stay tuned. Jai Hind.